I'm so glad you're here to practice yoga. Today's focus will be on our quad, that big muscle in our leg, trying to lengthen and release some of the tension there. Go ahead and meet me in a nice seated position, and we'll take a few deep breaths to begin. Lengthen your spine, feeling the crown of your head pull toward the ceiling. You can gently rock side to side, feeling your sits bones pressing down into the mat. Use your inhale to lengthen, exhaling to really settle into the earth. Two more deep breaths. Bring hands to heart center and set your intention or your focus for this practice. Then bring your hands in front of you, roll over your knees, and come to tabletop. We'll warm up the spine with some cat-cow movements. Inhale, arch up toward the ceiling, lengthening the front side of your body from your throat all the way through the end of your pelvis. Inhale, exhale into cat, arching the spine, pulling toward the ceiling. Inhale, up into cow. Exhale, cat. Move through a few more of these at your own pace. On your next exhale, sit back onto your heels in child's pose, big toes together, heels apart, pushing your hands into the ground as you lengthen and relax. Come back into tabletop. Place two blocks in front of you and place your elbows up on those blocks. And then sit back again into child's pose, but this time with your elbows elevated above you, pressing down through your triceps, through your armpit area, and we'll just hold and breathe here. You can rest your hands on your back or rest your hands together in prayer pose. Nice deep inhales, slow, gentle exhales. 5 more seconds, 1 more deep breath. Then come back into tabletop, move the blocks out to either side of you. Put the weight into your palms and push up and back into downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet. Lift both heels into the air, push both heels back toward the mat. Bring yourself forward into plank pose, lower into chaturanga, inhale, exhale. Cobra pose, slowly. Lower yourself back down and push back into downward facing dog. Again, pedaling your feet. Push yourself forward into plank pose. Exhale into chaturanga. And then release all the way to the floor. Walk your elbows out in front of you and push up into Sphinx pose, letting the lower back relax. Spend a few moments here breathing. Bring the palms back under the armpits, lower back down to the floor, and then push yourself back into downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands until you're in forward fold. Slow, gentle steps to get there. Bring your hands to your hip crease. Use your core to lift yourself up into high mountain pose. Interlace your fingers and reach overhead. Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale. Change the lace of your fingers. Release your hands, lifting your arms alongside your ears, straight up toward the ceiling, and lean from the waist to the left, lengthening the right side body. Back to center, and the other side, leaning toward the right, lengthening the left side body as you breathe. Back to center, bring the palms back to heart center and release. Okay, we're going to go through some sun salutations. So inhale up, reaching toward the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on either side of the feet. Step your left foot back, right foot back to meet. Plank position, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale back to downward dog. Step your left foot forward, right foot up to meet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to mountain pose. Exhale, and repeat. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Right foot back. Left foot back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, up to mountain pose. Exhale. Inhale, up to mountain pose, reaching toward the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Step your foot back. Both feet back into plank position. Exhale, down. Inhale, up, dog. Exhale, down, dog. Step your feet up forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Keep repeating this, moving through at your own pace. Keep going. Good job. You're doing fabulous. This time, rather than coming back, we're going to meet in down dog. Finish your last flow and meet me back there. From downward facing dog, bring your right foot forward between your hands. Turn your back foot out. Come up into triangle pose. Reaching toward the ceiling, stretching toward that back hip. Bring the left hand down. Press the left hand into the ground. Turn the right hand up, looking up toward your right hand side. Bring your right hand down. Step both feet back into downward dog and take a flow. When you're back in down dog, pedal out your feet and breathe. This time, step your left foot forward. Bring your right hand up toward the ceiling into triangle pose. Right hand down, left hand up into revolve triangle. Both hands down, and again, step your feet back into plank pose. Take a flow. When you're back in down dog, pedal out your feet and exhale. Step your right foot forward. Inhale and come up into warrior two. Bend the front knee. Bring your arm forward into extended side ankle pose. Right arm forward, left arm reaches up over your left ear. Nice breathing. Bring that arm back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg, come forward into triangle pose. Revolve to bring both hands down to frame the feet. Turn the back foot so they face the same direction, both feet. Plant your hands, both feet back into plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Nice breathing. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Rotate the back foot and come up into warrior two. Bring the left arm down to your knee, extended side angle. Nice breathing. Come back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward with your left arm. Come down into triangle pose on the left side. Rotate your torso to the ground. Hands frame the front foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right into plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Walk your feet forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale up into mountain pose. Breathe. Take water if you need it. From mountain pose, step your left foot back. Rotate the body toward the left into warrior two. Then straighten the front leg. Rotate the front leg so it's facing the side edge of your mat. And you're in wide angle standing pose. And we're going to go wide angle forward fold. So bring your hands to your hip creases, straight back and lower into wide angle forward fold. Nice breathing. This is an opportunity to play a little bit. So spend a little time walking maybe both hands to the right and stretching, or to the left and stretching. Maybe playing with Skandasana, or maybe even headstand. I'll give you a little bit of time. Go ahead and meet me back in wide angle forward fold. We're going to walk our hands and our feet the same direction. So we're going to walk everything to the left, turning the hands to frame the left foot, both feet facing the short edge of the mat, facing the same direction. So you're in kind of a low lunge. Go ahead and bring your back knee, your right knee down to the mat. Lower put the top of your foot on the mat. And we're going to work back and forth. So step back or kind of lean back into that back leg, straightening the front leg and coming back forward. So you're doing sort of low lunge with a bent knee, low lunge with a straight leg. Kind of back and forth, making sure to pair your breath with the movements. Nice inhaling and exhaling. Coming back into runner's lunge, lift that back knee, step left foot to meet right foot. So you're in plank pose, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Lower the back knee, the left knee down to the floor, and we're going to do the same thing. So straighten that front leg and hold and breathe. Come back forward with it bent, hold and breathe, and just keep working back and forth, straightening and bending that front leg. Pairing breath with movement. Coming back into your runner's lunge, lift the back knee. This time, put your weight into that back left foot. Come up into warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose on the right-hand side. Come back up into warrior two. Rotate your feet to do triangle pose on the other side. Straightening the left leg, coming into triangle pose. Back up, turning both feet to the wide edge of the mat. Coming forward into wide angle forward fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, using your core. Rotate everything to the right. So warrior two on the right-hand side, front leg bent, left leg straight. This time, rotate all the way around into warrior one, right foot forward, left leg back. And push off of the front leg into warrior three. Breathing, using your core, lifting, pressing your feet into the right foot into the ground. Left leg extends behind you, toes pointed toward the ground. We're going to keep that left leg lifted, but we're going to stand into mountain. So squeezing your core, coming into mountain pose slowly, carefully. Left leg is still off the ground. Bring that left foot into your left hand into King Dancer pose. Reaching your right arm toward the ceiling. Releasing that foot, both feet on the ground. Mountain pose, high mountain, reaching toward the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. Lift your right foot off the ground. Push it back behind you into warrior 3, coming forward. Right foot extends behind you, toes toward the ground, heel pressing back away from you, reaching forward as if someone is pulling you through your spine from either side, lengthening and breathing. Using your core, stand up into high mountain, but keep the right foot up off the ground, lifting, holding that right leg just slightly off the ground. Then bring your right foot into your right hand, into King Dancer. Nice breathing. Fabulous. Lower the right foot down, high mountain, reaching toward the ceiling, both feet on the floor. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. Right foot back, plank pose. Lower into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet wider, about as wide as your mat, or at least a little wider than your hips. Bring your knees to the ground and sit back into child's pose. Then walk your hands closer to your body, pushing yourself up into lightning bolt or hero pose, so your weight is between your legs. You're kind of sitting back, feeling a little bit of stretch in your ankles, a little bit of stretch in your quads, or in your in your quads. If you can, bring your hands back by your ankles. If that feels comfortable, make sure you're feeling comfortable here, but not pushing your edge too much, but pushing a little bit. You can lift your hand or put your weight into your hands and bring your knees closer if you want, or wider. See what feels comfortable as you sit more of your weight back between your feet. Hero pose or lightning pose. Nice breathing. One more nice full deep inhale and exhale. Then walking your hands forward into tabletop. Bring your knees back under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Put your right foot between your hands. Lift your body up, press your hands on that front bent knee. The back knee is on the ground into kind of a high runner's lunge that's assisted with that knee on the ground. And just hold and breathe, really focusing on your hips being facing the same direction, the same distance from the floor, those hip bones. Looking for balance. Breathing into your balance. Whole body breathing. Bring your hands back on either side of that right foot. Put your knee back into tabletop. So again, check your alignment, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Nice breathing. Maybe do a quick cat, cow breath, inhaling up into cow, exhaling cat. One more of those. Inhaling up into cow. Really exhaling through cat, pressing into the ground with your knees and your hands. Come back to flat back. Bring your left foot between your hands. And we're going to do that same thing. So bring your palms up to your knee, that bent knee. The right knee is on the ground. You're focusing on your hip bones, feeling equidistant from the ground. And you're just holding here and breathing. Thinking of balance. Return to your intention for the class. Come back forward, frame your foot with your hands, step your left foot back, bring both feet into down dog. Breathe. And we'll take a flow, so forward into plank pose, lowering through chaturanga, into up dog or cobra pose, pushing back into down dog. Step right foot between the hands, left foot between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up into mountain pose. Bringing the right foot into the right hand for King Dancer pose. Breathe. Left hand is reaching toward the ceiling. Right hand and right foot press into each other. Back into mountain pose. Inhale up, exhale down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and come up into mountain pose. This time bringing the left hand into the left foot into the left hand, King Dancer pose. Breathing. Focusing on your intention. Lowering that left foot back to the floor and inhale up, exhale down, and take a flow. Stepping left foot forward, right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down, inhale up into mountain pose. Taking your right foot into your hand for King Dancer pose. This time, bringing that left hand forward. Very slowly, we're going to come into a half moon while holding our back foot. So kind of half moon with King Dancer pose. Then slowly, gently release that right foot and right hand, coming into a full half moon. Breathing. With control, coming up into warrior two with the left foot forward, right foot back. Rotating into warrior one. Stepping that right foot up to meet the left into mountain pose. And we'll do King Dancer on the left side. So left hand takes the left foot. Nice breathing. Settle in a minute. Then lowering down into half moon. Right hand comes to the floor. Left hand is holding that foot. So you're halfway between King Dancer and half moon. Right leg straight. Right hand is pushing into the floor. Then release that back foot coming into half moon fully. Breathing. With control coming into warrior two. So bring that left foot slowly to the ground into warrior two. Right foot forward, left foot back. Rotating into warrior one. This time we're going to come into a twist. So bring the palms to heart center. Your right knee is bent. You're going to bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Into a twist. Untwist. Come back into warrior one. Step the left foot forward into chair pose. Step the right foot back. Come up into warrior one. Bring your palms together to heart center. Right knee to the outside of your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, coming into a twist on the other side. Nice breathing. Untwist, coming back into warrior one. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Step the right foot forward into chair pose. Inhale into mountain pose, standing, lengthening. Exhale, forward fold. Let's just hang out here for a minute and breathe. You might kind of rock back into your heels and lift your toes, really pressing through your hamstrings. And then place each toe on the ground, pushing into your toes, and again, kind of lengthening through the legs, pushing your hands into the ground in your nice deep forward fold. Start to walk your feet wider, kind of heel toe your feet wide. Bring your palms closer and sink down into your hips, into Malasana or wide squat. Nice breathing. From here, you can stay in Malasana or squat, or you can come forward into crow pose. Relax the features of your face, breathing. Come back into Malasana if you're not there already. Either walk your feet or jump your feet back into downward facing dog. And come down into child's pose. All right, back into tabletop. We're nearing the end. Cross your ankles, sit back into a seated pose, and we're going to come right into boat pose. We're going to do a quick core sequence. So from boat pose, make sure you're breathing. Bring your palms together in boat pose, and we're going to twist. So bring right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee, back and forth. Keep going back and forth. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to high boat and low boat. High boat, low boat, high boat, low boat. Back to high boat. Get your breath back. And we're going to do those twists again. So palms together, right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee. Twist, twist, twist. Keep going, breathing. Back to center. Okay, this time you're still in high boat, palms together or palms out, whatever is comfortable. Slowly reach a foot forward, tap your heel, tap your heel, tap your heel. Squeezing your core as you reach your legs forward and tap, tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat. Hold, high boat, and slowly lower all the way to the ground. Very good. Breathe. Let's come into bridge pose. Pressing your feet into the ground. Nice breathing. Slowly lowering down. Bring both knees into the chest. Twist the knees to the left. Look over to the right. Knees to center. Twist knees to the right. Look to the left. And back to center. And let's come into bridge pose again. If you want to go into full wheel, Lowering back down, using your core, bringing your knees into your chest. I want you to rock side to side and forward and back, rocking, giving a little bit of a massage to your back. Go ahead and rock up into sitting position. Swing your right leg back, left leg forward, kind of bent at 90 degrees. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So however you get in that position that's comfortable, but straighten the right leg back behind you. Bring the left leg parallel with the short edge of your mat. Press the hips into the ground, into pigeon pose. Let's go high pigeon for now. So you're pressing into your hands, lifting through the chest. Then go ahead and exhale and come forward. We're going to hold this for a nice 30 seconds. As we're slowing down, return to your intention with your breath. Push back up into pigeon where you're sitting up, pressing your weight into your palms. Lift that back knee. Reach your right hand back, thumb facing the ceiling, and grab the inside of your right foot. Right hand grabbing the inside of your right foot. Pressing into that quad muscle, into king pigeon. Go ahead and release that foot. Put weight into your hands. Lift yourself up and back into down dog. Be gentle here. Let blood flow return to both legs. Nice breathing. And we'll move into pigeon on the other side. Bringing your right foot up between your, or right knee between your hands. Left leg straightens back behind you. Again, starting in a kind of a high seated position. Nice breathing. Then coming down into sleeping pigeon. So bringing your body forward and relaxing into your breath. Pushing weight back into your hands, lifting that left foot off the ground, reaching your left hand back, thumb points toward the ceiling as you're trying to take your left foot into your left hand. King Dancer on the other side. Releasing that foot, putting weight into your hands, this time swinging your left foot forward, both feet out in front of you. We can lift our hands toward the ceiling, inhale up, exhale, forward fold, seated forward fold. Inhale and come up. Bend your right knee. Put your right foot on the floor. We're going to twist toward that right knee. Left foot, the toes are flexed. You're squeezing your right bent knee and twisting toward it, opening. Breathing the best you can in this soft twist. Go ahead and untwist, straighten that leg and change sides. So bend the left foot, put the left foot on the ground, bend the left knee, twist toward the left. Your left hand comes behind you for support. Untwist, straighten both legs. We'll do another seated forward fold. So lifting the hands toward the ceiling, lengthening, exhale and fold. And relax into that nice deep forward fold. Return to your intention as we near the close of our practice. Inhale up, bring your feet to cobbler's pose. Again, inhale, reach toward the ceiling and fold forward over cobbler's pose over your feet. Go ahead and sit back up. Use your hands to lift your knees. Roll slowly back onto your back to come into Shavasana. Relax everything into the ground. Let the body sink. Feel the ground supporting your body. And take stock. Mentally work through each part of your body, feeling it relax, feeling the success of movement and blood flow, relaxing your feet, your shins, feeling your knees soften, feeling the warmth of blood moving through your quads, your legs relaxing and softening into the ground. Feeling your hips widen, feeling each and every indentation soften with the weight of gravity pulling into the ground below you. feeling the length and energy in your spine. Feeling your belly relax. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Another deep breath in, another big sigh out. Feeling your lungs relax into the ground. Feeling your collarbones lengthen. The shoulders, the arms, relaxing, being supported by the ground under them. The palms opening to receive. Feeling your neck soften, your throat soften. Letting all of the muscles on your face relax. Feeling warmth and light pour over the body. We'll spend the rest of our time together enjoying this peace. I'll wake you in a few minutes. With the sound of the bells, feel energy return to your fingertips and your toes. Begin to deepen your breathing. Start to wiggle and move your body. When you feel ready, Roll over to your favorite side. And when and if you feel ready, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your palms to heart center. Reaching your arms up to the ceiling, gathering the greatness of the world and your practice from around you, bringing palms back to heart center, lowering your chin, bowing your head. Thank you for spending this time with me. Namaste.